welcome to the ATL, Bobby Dodd Stadium in the heart of downtown Atlanta, home to the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. The Ramblin' Wreck ready to roll here today. This is not a normal matchup. Two teams ranked in the top 10, colliding right here in the middle of the season, trying to make a strong statement, big playoff implications. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 9th-ranked team, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. The Seminoles will kick this deep to start us off. He'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will be the first up today. And here comes the tight end who's having such a great season. Kirk, you talk to opponents, and they always use the same phrase, matchup nightmare, this guy.
Well, what stands out to me with this guy is it's not very often, you're right, that defensive coordinators are most concerned about a tight end. But in this case, that is exactly what we're dealing with. This guy can hurt you in so many different ways.
And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it. Second down after that previous play. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he just throws it away there. Safe move. Had nobody open. So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own. Aggressive at this moment. He stays alive. Able to throw it away. He felt the heavy pressure, took a hit, but got rid of the football. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. Looking to flip the field here. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. And they've got the returner corralled. So the Seminoles offense comes out with their first possession today. Well, it's not easy to narrow down the impact players to just a few guys, Kirk, but what do you expect from them today?
Well, we got guys that can make plays as well as anybody in the country on both sides of the ball. That's why I think this matchup is so exciting. Two good teams with great individual players.
Makes a quick catch.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Receiver makes the grab. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Try to pick up the 3rd down yardage on the ground. And he picks up the first down, tackled at the 32.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
The defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Looking for his big tight end. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
There's a screen pass to the running back. And they'll bring him down. The defense fought through the blocks, and they stop him short of the first down. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it's no good. He missed it. And with that miss, the score will stay right where it is.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead, he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Bringing pressure. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. Defense falls on the ball. Crucial takeaway. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They need something out of this possession. The last time they settled for a field goal attempt, but then they missed it. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles. Now the all-important extra point. And it's 7-0 after the PAT. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Florida State 7, Georgia Tech 0.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. That fumble in the last possession set up a touchdown. And they bounce back from that costly error here. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. The Yellow Jackets hustle to the line to crank up the tempo. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off.
Chris, this one's on the quarterback, in my opinion. He's got to have a better feel and a presence in the pocket to be able to either check it down or get rid of the ball. You just can't take the sack.
And the Yellow Jackets will have to punt this one away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. So from his own end zone, he gets the kick away. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. And looking to throw now on first down. Running back has it on a screen now. Breaks through the tackler. They bring him down, but the back able to pick up some decent yardage in that screen. Completion makes it 2nd and short. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Good push up front and great acceleration by this back. I'll tell you, he's doing a pretty good impression right now of a combination of greats that they've had at Florida State. Guys like Warwick Dunn and Devontae Freeman, and more recently with guys like Cam Akers and Dalvin Cook.
That's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. Powers through the tackle. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Chris, we get so caught up in these wide receivers and their playmaking ability and getting them the ball in space. And like the defense has to pay attention to them. Often too much attention opens up an underneath drag route like this, and quarterback makes a good read. Nice first down.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. Touchdown, Florida State. This quarterback on fire today. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. With the extra point, the lead is 14.
That makes the score. Florida State 14.
Now they get set to kick it away.
Number 19 set to kick off.
And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team able to bring him down. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. The Yellow Jackets come up to the line to crank the tempo up here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. The senior able to make the stop after a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's moving out of the pocket. Fighting off the defender. They get him down, but that's a good run, enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going. The Yellow Jackets have 1st and 10 here.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Oh, they've got him for a sack. A big play made by the junior.
I mean, that's another sack, Chris. I mean, we're just getting started here. First half, and you're already talking about giving up 3 sacks. You got to think about changing things up schematically, help that offensive line, and help that poor quarterback before he gets killed.
We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial 2nd quarter beginning right now. The quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. And the quarterback dropping back. And that one's picked off. What a play. He goes down, but snags the ball and gives this defense a takeaway. 1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets rid of it on the move. Looking right, this one caught. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Looking to make a big play downfield. And is intercepted. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense. 1st down here for this offense. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Play action here on 1st down. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Pressure and drop back at the 8-yard line. That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. And he'll set up to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or are they going to sell out and bring the pressure.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Quarterback looking to scramble. He'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. The Yellow Jackets will crank up the tempo.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, They give up positive yards here on the scramble.
Breaking free at the 35. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. And the Yellow Jackets are moving quickly down the field.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
The game makes it second and medium. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he's brought down after a short gain, does not make the first down yardage. Come up on third down, solid drive, defense trying to get off the field here. Can he make it to the marker? They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. The Yellow Jackets bring their punt team onto the field.
Punt formation to kick it away.
We'll see if he can make a play on this return. Finally forced out of bounds, but a solid return that time. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This offense trying to bounce back the last possession, ended in a pick. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, another great throw by this quarterback to be able to pick up a first down and keep this drive alive. I'll tell you, he's starting to kind of feel like he's getting into a zone. And boy, Chris, over the years, how many Florida State quarterbacks have we seen get in that zone? Guys like Chris Wenke and Jameis Winston, Charlie Ward. Man, so many good signal callers that have played at FSU.
Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
Oh, my gosh. They almost came up with another interception. They had a pick on the last drive. They're doing such a good job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage and then making a play on the ball. Let's see if they can keep this going.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. The Noles getting set on 1st and 10. They'll run it to the right side. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field out, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by...
And they heave it deep downfield. He's got it near the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Noles.
That's what makes this guy so dangerous as a wide receiver. He can catch the ball underneath, shake and bake and go by you, or use his speed to get around you and make a big play like this for a touchdown.
Handles the tricky footing, and the PAT is good.
That makes the score. Florida State.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Georgia Tech, 0.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's when they'll start the drive. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. But that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the back elected to run right through him.
And they'll tackle at about the 23-yard line. And the Yellow Jackets will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll give it to the running back. And he'll pick up the first down, stop at the 27.
Well, that's mano and mano right there. Offensive line knowing exactly their assignment, getting a hat on a hat, and that back threw just exactly where he needed to go to extend this drive. That's a first down.
Change of pace now, looking to throw the football. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. Potentially a touchdown-saving tackle, but not before a long completion. This offense has gotten going at long last. It's another 1st and 10. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Tough to show, but a sophomore quarterback to pick up the first down himself. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Daniels. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The Yellow Jackets looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Gets made on the out route. And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. 1st and goal. A good chance to chip away at the lead before halftime. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. He's got it right near the end zone. Doesn't quite get there. The defense forcing him out at the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying for the touchdown. They'll test the left side. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Now the important point after attempt.
Of course, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? And they'll use the ground game here. Game moves the ball out past the 25-yard line. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on 1st down, that's a win.
Takes the handoff, heads to the right. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. Looking to throw it deep. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. This will likely be the last play of the half. He'll look to throw it here on second down. Look at this. He'll go deep again. And it's intercepted as he threw it into heavy traffic that time. Tackle after the pick, and then he'll do it for the first half of play. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A really raucous environment there in Atlanta. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And the Yellow Jackets will kick this away to start the second half. Fields it just outside the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17.
Down at the
Coverage team. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. They get the second half started with a running play.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Good enough for first down yardage.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. That ball snagged for a completion. Defense makes the stop very close to a first down. The offense now looking at a third and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's an out route, the catch made, and he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a third down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Defense is coming after him. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
That sack sets up a second down and very long. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on a screen. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He'll be stopped short of the first down. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. From the shotgun, drops back. Contact as he let the ball go. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
On 1st down, it's play action. And he's brought down. Offense going backwards with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
They flip it to him on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Heavy pressure, he lets it go.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Fielding the punt, looking to improve field position here. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Seminoles. Made the defense look slow that time.
Man, that's his 2nd touchdown today. This guy's winning every one-on-one matchup this defense provides. Great job by the quarterback putting the ball where his guy can make a play on it, and he's got 2 on the board.
And the extra point was up and good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return begins inside the 10. They'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Then they get a drive. offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Looking to throw it on first down. Grab behind the line, it's Daniels. But the play loses yardage. Very tough second down coming up now. The Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. And they bring him down. Blocker has not much help on the screen there. He's short of the first down. And the Yellow Jackets will line up to punt it away. On to kick now for the 5th time today. He's going to try to return the punt. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain in the return. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. This offense scores the defense with a lightning strike, a one-play touchdown in the last possession. Let's see if they can duplicate that magic here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw. Incompletion sets up a second down. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he pulls in the catch. And the Seminoles trying to cash in here in the red zone. Here's the handoff. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And he's got it again. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a first down.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it here. Touchdown, Florida State. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Number 86. Halsey in the end zone.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Set to kick off.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. The player is down. After that last play, they'll take a timeout while they check him out. And the Georgia Tech offense is back out there. They're coming off a quick 3-and-out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Brought down after a 7-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 3.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up a first down here on this next play.
And here's the handoff. Defense stops him short of the first down marker, and that'll do it for the 3rd quarter of play. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. Offense brings the blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return there, but a great interception to give the offense the football at the 42. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage and make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Looking to set up a screen pass here. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain. And the Noles will line up to kick it away. And the offense will punt for the first time this afternoon. And here's the return. When he's got some space here. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. Here comes the Georgia Tech offense back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Throws it to the right. He pulls it in for a big gain. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. The Yellow Jackets will line up on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time, the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer. Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
Makes the catch. Can he get in? He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. PAT is good. They cut into the lead. It's 35-14. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job.
Chris, as you know, the chances are you're not going to recover these, but still, the hands team deserves a lot of credit for executing and coming up with the ball. You can't overstate the importance of a good special teams unit.
And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
They're going to run it. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And that's the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to work the clock, getting closer now to an impressive victory. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Rifles this football to the left. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press in deep, but now it brings up 4th down. The Seminoles will look to convert here on 4th down. And he's throwing for it on 4th down. This will fall incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible. 2nd down, looking to throw it. Here's a target, and it's complete. They'll get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it. Able to get the pass away, but took a hit that time. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And the offense will wisely spend a timeout after the play. Clock management's going to be very important here in the final minutes. We're going to throw it on 3rd and very long. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. And that's a solid return after the interception.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the 2nd half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And that's a solid game before the defense able to bring him down.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this 1st down. Well, here we are, midpoint of the season, and this group is still marching along undefeated.